So the only actual thing that I can think of to really talk about today is my new job. I can't say where it is because I had to sign a paper that said I would never talk about it on social media. What a big deal. I'll just say you could call it the home of the lesbians. I'll let you guys think. So, at this place of employment, I have made a new friend. We'll call him John because I just don't want to say his real name. Um, he is much older than me. He's about 60, we'll say. Um, he definitely believes in the whole big brothers watching you thing. He's very into conspiracy theories, that sort of thing. And I like people like that. I think they're interesting to talk to. I think their opinions are interesting. So, I've really enjoyed like hanging out with him and partnering with him at work, trying to, learn what to do there because they don't give you a lot of training. It's more of just they throw you in and you go for it. So, I've kind of just picked him to follow around and try to figure everything out that I'm doing because it's hard to just go into a job having no experience in that field and go for it. So, like I said, I've been kind of following him around and kind of using him as like a mentor. So I've been there for maybe a month now, and I like the people that I work with. I'm okay with the job. The distance is very far from my house, so with Zach and I only having one car and going to different towns every day, every single day, it's really hard on gas. So I'm not staying at this place of employment for much longer. I also don't like that there's a lot of manual labor there, a lot of heavy lifting, and I'm not the sort of person who likes to lift heavy things all the time. It's just I get sore easily. I also don't have the right shoes. So it sucks. But anyways, I've made really good friends with this John person, and I thought, things are going well. Maybe I'll come out to him, tell him my proper pronouns, because I like to feel people out for a couple of weeks just to make sure that they're safe to talk to, safe to tell. Because, I mean, if you tell someone that you use different pronouns that aren't necessarily normal, like they're not she, her, they're not he, him, people can react in bad ways. They can also tell other people, and those people may not be safe. So, like, it's really hard to try to figure out if it's okay to tell someone that you're non-binary and or trans, whatever. So I've been trying to feel out my friend John for the past couple weeks, and um, he seemed okay. I was kind of getting all right vibes from him. Um, there's a story. So I was with John, and this other person who works with us, we'll call him Billy, was coming in, and Billy and I have the same color hair. So I've instantly made friends with Billy because I mean it's just kind of sorry, my dog's really far out in my yard. I'm getting distracted. Anyways, so Billy and I have the same color hair, so it's like an instant, hey, we're gonna be friends to me anyway. Like that's just how I feel. So when Billy came into work, I told John, I was like, hey, you're just gonna switch one redhead out for the other one. It's gonna be funny, like just replacing us, whatever. And Billy was like, oh, sorry, John. I'm getting them mixed up because of their fake names. So John was like, yeah, I can just call you Sparkette and call him Sparky. And I was like, how about you call me Sparky because I'm uncomfortable with Sparkette. I didn't say that though. I was like, just call me Sparky and give Billy Sparkette. And so when Billy came in, John told Billy all about that, and Billy, laughed, and then I left for the day. And I was like, okay, that was like a positive interaction with defying gender norms, whatever, because these people think that I use she, her pronouns because I haven't told anybody. So to them, it's like defying gender norms. Anyways, so I kind of got to the point with John that I would rather have Sparky than Sparkette. That's been established. So that was more of my brain being like, okay, we're getting closer to John being okay with my pronouns. Maybe we'll get even better. So, I think it was yesterday. I had a peeper. It was yesterday that I was talking to John. We were doing some stuff at this place of employment, and I just had to go pee. So I told John, I was like, I have to go pee. And John was like, what? Because he didn't hear me. And I was like, I have to use the bathroom. And he was like, oh, you mean the ladies' room? And I was like, yeah, sure, if you want to gender bathrooms. And then John was like, I do, because I come from a world where there's 2 genders. Okay, so my back was already turned around because I was heading towards the bathroom, and I just kind of like stopped and was like, okay, he can't see me, this is probably good, and I just left, and I went to the bathroom, and I sat in there for like 45 minutes because I couldn't figure out like what the hell to do, like in that case, because this is my only friend at work, the only person that I can talk to every single day and have like a positive conversation. So now I'm just at a loss, like, what the fuck do I do? Because in my life, okay, my fiance's trans, my brother's trans, I'm non-binary, like, gender is just a fucking spectrum, okay? And then John, my only friend at work, says there's only 2 genders. What? So that just kind of made my day super shitty. And then a lot of other things happened, and it just sucked ass. But mostly, I just don't know what to do about John, because he's my only friend, and like, I want to talk to him and be like, oh, well, if you ever met somebody who did not necessarily identify in one of those 2 genders, what would you do? Like, not outing myself and not outing anybody around me, because that's not good, you know, that could be, it could end badly. So I just kind of like want to ask him questions like, have you actually ever met a trans person? Why do you feel like this? If you did, blah, blah, blah. I want to ask him questions like that, but I don't know if it'll be okay. I also don't want to ruin my only friendship. And also, I might not be working there in the next couple of weeks, so like, is it worth it? But then again, my activist brain is like, of course it's worth it. You always have to make sure that everybody knows that there's more than 2 genders and that people need to freaking know. People need to know. Like, I hate when people say shit like there's only 2 genders or so-and-so sexuality doesn't exist. Like, all that stupid shit, I hate it. I don't want it to stop. And I want to help it stop. But now I'm faced with this awkward situation of having my only friend at work think those thoughts. What do I do?